And with WCW behind on the board, WWE up 4-2, Booker T is going to have to step up and retain his WCW Heavyweight Championship. Meanwhile, The Rock going after Shane O'Mac. And Shane McMahon, who played out The Rock. Meanwhile, The Rock countered, sends Booker T into Shane, and takes down Booker. Looking to put this one away. Here's the thing about The Rock. His explosive energy is what has made him the WWE superstar that he has become. The reason he is a former multi-time World Wrestling Federation champion. And, oh, what a thunderous chop from Booker. Booker T, former WCW United States champion, multi-time WCW heavyweight champion, tag team champion, alongside his brother Stevie Ray, one half of Harlem Heat. And that's all before stepping inside a WWE ring. Booker T, now being in WWE, has a chance to step up to the plate. And The Rock, who had a cradle on Booker, didn't fully connect. If you're The Rock, you got to pull out all the stops to get your lick back over WCW and keep WCW down 5-2. And official Charles Robinson calling this match. You saw him only count that 2. You don't want to get into a slugfest with The Rock because The Rock's going to lay it down. And he's going to lay it the smack down. As Booker T gets sent over the top to the outside onto the floor. And The Rock telling the official to get out of the way. The title cannot change hands outside of the ring. The title can only change hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring. So being outside of the ring is not where you really want to be right now, although The Rock using his surroundings to his advantage at this moment. I looked a little low. That was a little low. I'm a little befuddled, if I say so, that the official didn't call on that one. I guess it's too high stakes to end it that way. Sometimes there's just leniency. Oh, you can see the facial expression. Shane McMahon barking orders at Booker T. Shane McMahon, who signed the paper that got him ownership of WCW so that he could take control of the stars that would come over, and laying out The Rock in the crowd on the concrete. And Booker T right now finds himself in control. If you're Booker T, you're in a really good place right now. And you notice, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of leniency, a lot of leeway being brought into this match by the official, Charles Robinson. Knowing that the future of WWE really is in hands. A large part of it is in his hands. Booker T right now really bringing the fight to The Rock. Booker T not going to be second fiddle to The Rock. And now here we are back in the ringside area. I can't fathom, the official going ahead and starting a count. At this point, with everything going on, with so much at stake, you almost want it to end by pinfall or submission. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of backlash about who wins this match. And I can imagine if I'm Charles Robinson, I don't want that kind of attention. I already have to call this high stakes match. Shane McMahon loosened up that top turnbuckle pad. Meanwhile, the official focused on the action that is going on between The Rock and Booker T. Booker T calling a shot saying, hey, I'm the champ. And with the Alliance now dominating the WWF in the form of Booker T having control over The Rock in this matchup. But wait, I may have spoken too soon. Look who's got some life left. But never mind. That spinning heel kick by The Rock, by Booker T rather, to The Rock, laid out the Brahma Bull, stopping his momentum right in his tracks. That early sign of momentum did not go very far for the People's Champion on his venture to become the WCW champion. Doing everything he can to fight for Team WWF, but right now, everything is looking good for the Alliance. Booker T getting caught. Now The Rock's fighting back again. Perhaps this time could work better than the last. But once again, Booker T lays out The Rock. The Rock who gets knocked right out of his boots as he goes for the cover. And another near fall. The Rock undoubtedly has that moniker, the Great One, for a reason. But right now, with the pressure on deep, Booker T is really bringing it to The Rock. But like I always say, the fight isn't over until the bell rings. And The Rock, you can't count The Rock out. The Rock has been one to always find his way on top when he's needed to do so. When desperate times call for desperate measures, The Rock has always found a way to survive his opponent. But with The Rock fading away, he's about to be put to sleep. If his arm goes down one more time, Booker T will still be the champion. Oh, that was close. But the Brahma Bull, ironically shown, he's still got a dog in this fight. Perhaps, maybe he's still got a bull in this fight. Meanwhile, The Rock who fights back up. Oh. And that double leg takedown there by The Rock. Looking for that sharpshooter to put out and put away Booker T. Can you imagine if Booker submits right now? Oh, come on. Meanwhile, Shane distracting the ref. I think, oh, there's that pump super kick. And hook in the leg, but not quite enough for the 3. The Rock is really trying to find his way in full control. But just when you think The Rock's going to find his way back in it, Booker T either finds a way himself or he's got Shane O'Mac to be that difference maker that really turns things around. It really has become a 2-on-1 situation. We'll never know if Booker T would have tapped out to the sharpshooter because Shane McMahon forced a distraction and The Rock was not having it. The Rock was like, no, I'm going to take you out too. And now Shane trying to introduce a chair into this. And now grabbing the title. What is this all? This is just so unfair for The Rock. And really, the official isn't doing too much about it because there's not too much to do about it. Not until that strike with the chair hits. Oh, come on! The WCW title clocked right into the skull of The Rock by Shane O'Mac. And The Rock has gone out like a light. But who you gonna call when you need some protection? You're gonna get APA. The Acolytes. Take out the billion-dollar child that is Shane McMahon to even up the odds. The APA laying out Shane O'Mac. Talk about a clothesline from hell. Bradshaw laying out Shane O'Mac. Meanwhile, bookend. The bookend laying out The Rock. And the arm goes over, but the arm of The Rock comes up because the Brahma Bull still has some fight left. Booker T realizing what The Rock is truly made of in this match, but he cannot lose his cool. He's got to maintain that focus. He can't let his emotions get the best of him. And The Rock now teeing off on Booker T, laying it in deep. And The Rock with a huge takedown of Booker T, continuing to build up momentum. Oh, what a belly-to-belly throw. And The Rock goes for a cover. And a near fall for the People's Champion, looking to become the WCW Champion. And Spine Buster. I think the fans who just got on their feet know what's coming next. Because this is the most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment. The Rock's gonna do it here at SummerSlam. Where in the world did Shane McMahon come from? Shane, you'll rue the day. And now, Charles Robinson telling Shane to get out of here. Rock bottom. You reap what you sow. You had to think that was going to be it. Booker T. Oh. Now it's Booker T with a spine buster to The Rock. But The Rock rolling out of the way. Now what? What does Booker T have in mind? Booker T, the champion, who's up first. He could have victory in his grasps. Measuring up the People's Champion. Looking for the scissor kick. And there it is. And now Booker T looking for the old spinner-rooney. And there it is, the spinner-rooney. Oh, but I wouldn't showboat, because when you showboat up at the top, you get sent down to rock bottom, as The Rock is your brand new WCW champion. And The Rock can strike when it matters most, when the prize is on the line. And the People's Champion is your WCW champion. The Rock has made his return, a successful one, as he holds the gold. The key to the top. The Rock gives a point for Team WWF as the alliance seemingly falls apart little by little. A returning Rock rules all.